another one.
Reliability of automated testing. All right. So it goes, I would be curious about your opinion. I have heard from developers, not testers, that automation frameworks such as Selenium, Cypress, etc., they are unreliable, often mistaken, and it regularly happens that the same test passes 9 out of 10 times and then it fails for the 10th time. What is your experience with this? Are they really unreliable? If they are, to what extent do they give valid values? All right. So that is a great question, a very valid question. So let's put it like this. If you were in, if you're in school, right? Say college, and you got a 90 on a test or in a class, right? So that's like out of 100 points, you get 90. Would you say that your your knowledge of the course is unreliable? 9 out of 10 times? That's unreliable? Give me a break here. I mean, if if that's what the developers are saying, right? That the automation frameworks are unreliable, right? So would you tell me that the amount of bugs I find in your code, does that make you unreliable? Because if the test pass more than I find bugs, right? Or if I find more bugs than I have test failures for being flaky. See, but I don't think so. I don't think that makes a developer's code unreliable. So the idea, like the example, like, are there sometimes tests that fail because like maybe timing issues and stuff like that? Yes, of course, right? But to consider them unreliable when they the value that they bring of someone not having to go through it every single day, the amount of money that it saves by somebody not having to go through it every single day. I'll take the unreliability. It, it it doesn't follow reason, it doesn't follow logic, right? You have a mechanism that can run countless amount of tests, taking away human capital so humans can go and focus on more important things that are not robotic, right? Like just doing the same thing over and over and over again. See, and what I would like to know is what is the alternative? Because everybody knows that like browsers take longer to load sometimes. Like there's so many conditions that can happen that a test might flake out on you. Then you might have to refine it, readjust it, refactor it, whatever the case may be, right? But because you might have, even if it was 8 out of 10 times, you have a failure, it doesn't make it unreliable. It doesn't follow reason, right? What is my experience with automation testing, right? For the past 12 years, they've benefited us more than they've hurt us. I just about saved the entire company running automation tests. They're about to be done. They're still around today. Were there some tests that failed when they should have passed? Of course. But that's expected. But imagine going through 1,400 sites 3 to 4 times a day. What human can do that? But they're unreliable. So what's the purpose? So let's do the math real quick, right? Where's my calculator? So let's do 1,400 sites per day, or 1,400 sites for 3 times a day. That makes 4,200 times, let's say, 20 days in a working month, right? That's 84,000 times hitting the site in one working month. Who's going to do that? I think that humans are more unreliable than automated testing frameworks. Because what you program your testing framework to see, it might flake out on you, but it's not going to tell you that something passed when it didn't pass if you have programmed it correctly. But when you have humans going through it, then they can see something incorrectly. They can not catch onto something. So many things that can happen with human error. They might they might click the wrong spot, see something different, go off down a rabbit hole. But the automated tests do exactly what you ask it to do. So that's that.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.